So Jalen Carter, it turns out, is he going to be suspended for this weekend's game for the Philadelphia Eagles? No. In fact, he will not miss any future games for spitting a loogie on Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott. The NFL announcing that they decided after a negotiation with the agent for Jalen Carter that since, this is their logic, they said since Carter was ejected from last week's season opening game, I remember last Thursday, it was kind of a big deal. He did not participate technically in a single play. So the league said they were going to consider that particular game the one-game suspension being served, that he already time served. So this is an important distinction because the NFL wants you to know that they have established precedent for all future players that decide they want their phlegm to go on another human being, that you will be suspended. You will be suspended, and it will result in a one-game suspension. So let us discuss the question, what's your read on the NFL's decision to say time served for Jalen Carter, the Eagles spitter? All right, so on this one, I've got Freak Show, Arctic Monkeys, and Aquafina. And we will combine all of these things together, and we are going to make authentic Canadian poutine. Now, I got to enjoy that thanks to our guy Nico in Vancouver, who rolled out the red carpet, that great Vancouver meet and greet that we did there. And what a spread. I'd say the greatest spread that we've had, because it was all free. Nico rolled out the red carpet. Everyone showed up to that Vancouver meet and greet. It was all paid for. It was awesome. And a big thing of poutine and all my foods. It was wonderful. All right, so number one. All right, this is not a suspension. Can we all agree on this? Anyone disagree? No one disagrees. This is not a suspension. This is a workaround. Capital W, workaround is what this is. That's what the NFL's doing here. That's don't spit on my cupcake and tell me it's all frosting, okay? That's what this is. And it's a technicality because he was in uniform. He did run out to start the game with his teammates there. He was on the field when the game kicked off on the sidelines. He got ejected, and now the NFL thinks you're a moron, and they want you to believe that that counts as a suspension. They want you to believe that counts as a suspension. Now, my position was he shouldn't get suspended. However, now I'm upset with the NFL because the NFL's like, well, no, that was a suspension. No, it was not. It's like wink,
Wrong.
wink, nod, nod. It's like, come on, what are you doing? Seriously. I mean, I understand. I do. What do I know? You think I'm just a country bumpkin over here? What's wrong with you? Anyway, and it's one of these things, whatever it takes, right? Because if you look at the schedule this weekend, and if you remember the promos from week one of the NFL, do you know who the Eagles are playing? Well, yeah, it's kind of a big deal. They are playing, that's right, Kansas City, the home of the Ben Maller chicken fingers. That is America's game of the week. You cannot have Jalen Carter. I don't care how fat that loogie was and how much green mucus came out of his mouth because it was Eagle green. You cannot have that man miss America's game of the week. The American people need to see Jalen Carter's fat ass on the field. That's what they need. Tom Brady's calling the game. It's kind of a big deal. You need to have him on. That is the most protected TV window you could possibly have. Now, my favorite part of this is the NFL slapped Jalen Carter with a $57,000 fine. They based it on his per-game salary. You talk about some expensive phlegm. Like, I was trying to think, how if I were to get fined for spitting, and I mostly just spit. I have a mic condom, so I practice safe spitting. I have a mic. Hear that? I have a mic condom. So I do practice safe spitting. But
you got to give him that huck and spit on that thing.
So if his is worth $57,000, like how much is some of mine worth? Right? If, Maller loogie. Now, my loogies are not heard around the world like his are, but you talk about inflation. Money! That is the world's priciest spit, $57,000. Now, at least back in the day, if you're old, there was a guy named Roberto Alomar. I heard stories, because I wasn't doing sports radio when he spit at an umpire. God, no. But I've been told, wink, wink, nod, nod, that when Alomar decided that he wanted to give the umpire a nice, juicy piece of phlegm years ago, everybody knew he got suspended, right? That was a suspension for a number of games. But this is the NFL pretending to be tough. We're the National Football League. We are tough. But we're also going to make sure that the key players play in the most important games because we are a TV show and we need the stars of the TV show to be in the TV show. It's a marquee matchup and you're going to play. So it's like a substitute teacher writing you up for detention and then the principal says, you know what, just count that recess as time served, punishment. That's it, recess. Yeah. And Carter, he gets to play on the big stage. Massive game. It'll be the highest-rated game of the NFL weekend. The Eagles and the Chiefs, a rematch of that little game they played at the end of last season. And so Dak Prescott, he got also a game-used souvenir. Congratulations. You got some of Jalen Carter's DNA on your uniform. But it's all spin, right? It's all spin, and of course it is. It's a big corporation. It's like, we are tough on spitting. We are tough on spitting until it interferes with a matchup against Patrick Mahomes and then him playing Jalen Hurts. Then suddenly he's like, no, it's okay. It's all, but, no, we have not changed the precedent. We have not changed the precedent at all. So the messaging is rather clear. If you're in the NFL and you have a predisposition for spitting, if you are going to spit, make sure that you do it before a primetime game because then you will not get, and this is not primetime, it's a late TV window, but it's not like a night game. It's the late game on Fox on Sunday. Now, if you spit on someone and then the next game you play is against the Tennessee Titans or the New Orleans Saints, you will have to miss that game. You will have to miss that game. But America's Game of the Week, we got to have you out there. The American people, the men, women, and children need Jalen Carter out there for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's the message from the NFL.